I call this trick the Jack in the Box. Check this out as I place the card inside the card box, and with no funny moves whatsoever, the card instantly and visually changes into the spectator's signed selection that can be handed out for examination. Let's see that one more time. You place the card inside the box, you just give it a little wave like so. The card changes, you can give the card out to the spectator, it instantly resets, ready to go again. Oh yeah, and you can examine the deck as well. Yo, what's cracking you lot? Welcome back. Before we dive into this incredibly versatile gimmick, can we just address the elephant in the room? So I did a thing. I currently have my own studio where I can give you guys the best tutorials that I possibly can. And when I came back to YouTube about 4 months ago, that was always my plan. I wanted to have somewhere where I could personally come and sit and study and learn new routines and obviously give you guys the best content that I possibly can. It's also a space where I can enjoy some cake. My wife just brought home some delicious cake, and so I'm gonna eat it. Very nice. So if you're ready to learn the new gimmick, smash the like button for the new setup. Come on, you gotta do it. And let's get right into the construction of the gimmick. We'll get into the performance and how this all works. And honestly, you'll be incredibly surprised how simple this is to do. Let's get right into it. So before we get into the construction side of the gimmick, I have to show you a few things you need. You need a sharp needle, you need scissors, and you need this elastic thread. And I'll leave a link in the description where you can pick this up, and it's really cheap. And so if you have made these types of things before, you probably already have some. So this gimmick should take you about 2 minutes to make. It's really easy, but let me show you it. It's this here. Now you have to use the king, queen, or the jack because you need this blue border if you're using bicycle cards. You need this border here to hide the thread, and it's right there. If you can't see it on camera, good, you're not supposed to, but it is right there, and I'm going to show you how to get it there in a second. And how it works, I'll give you the exposed view really quickly. And so you've got your gimmick there, and you place another card on top, but let's just take that off for now. And essentially what's happening, actually I'll use the signed one. All that's happening is the selection with the signature is going underneath the elastic, and you'll see that it just shoots back into place. Now if I put it inside the box, you'll see that if I put a bit of pressure on the side of the box, all that's happening is that card is just shooting out. So you can do a rising card effect with this as well. More into that in a bit. So all you're doing is just releasing, and if I get another card, so let's say we use the 10 of hearts, and that's their selection, you just place it in the deck like that, and all you have to do is just wave your hand over, release the pressure, and the other card will fall down, and that's the color change. But we'll get into that in a second. So let's make this gimmick. So we're going to use the king of clubs this time. Now here's what you do. You want to take your pin, and the first thing you want to do is be very careful. And you're actually going to pin 2 holes, and they're going in this corner here, so it doesn't matter which side you do it. So you're going to pin a hole right there and right there, all the way through. And so just be very, very careful when you do this. So poke a hole all the way through there, and then on the other side, right there. And so now you've got 2 holes, one there and one there. And then you want to take your elastic thread, and so just wind out a bit of that. And what you want to do now is quite simply, you want to thread that through the holes and out the other side. So it goes in here, you just pull it through, and then you want to pull it through here. Now if you can't see it, it's a good thing, but just know I am threading a bit of elastic thread through these holes here, and that should go right through there. Sorry, I'm a bit blind. Where is it? There's the hole there. Perfect, so that goes through there, through the other side, and all you do now is tie these 2 ends together, And you want to put a bit of tension on there because you really want that card to spring into place when you go to do the color change. And so just place that aside and you just tie a double knot, and you don't want to pull too tight because you will snap this elastic thread if you do it too tight. So there's one knot there, and we'll do a second one like so. And there, that's it done. And all you have to do from here is just cut off the excess. So I'll just cut that off right there, and that's your gimmick done. It's all ready to go, and they're quite strong as well. Like, I've had one gimmick and I've done a dozen performances with it and it hasn't broken. And so all you have to do from now is just place your gimmick on the bottom of your pack. So you just place it on the bottom, and let's get into how you set this all up into a performance. So to start the entire trick, what I say to the spectators, this is called Jack in the Box. Now, I already have the Jack already placed in the box, and I don't tell them what it is. So I say this trick is called Jack in the Box, and I just place it on the table right there. Now, preparation with the gimmick, what you want to do is have the elastic side closest to your body and just place a random card on top and just rotate the deck like so. And now you're ready to go. And so you ask the spectator to choose a card. Before you do, you say this trick is called Jack in the Box. And you'll notice that there's a card inside the box right now. And so you have the spectator choose a card, and we're just going to use the 7 of hearts again. And then once they've signed it, you take it back and you're going to do the false insert, okay? But you're going to buckle the bottom card. And so it's buckled like so, and then you take their selection on a 45-degree angle, and right on the edge you are going to place the card as to catch the elastic and just place it all the way in. And so once you're at this point here, you actually want to pick up the deck just like that. And so now you're in position where the card is going to shoot upwards. And you always want to maintain pressure on the deck because you don't want to release it and then the card just shoots out. And so from here, what you say to the spectator, what's the name of this trick? And they'll say, oh, it's Jack in the Box. And you say, I want you to check the box. And from this point, they think their card is actually going to be inside here. And you just drop it like so, maintaining the pressure on this pack here. And then you say, well, this trick is called Jack in the Box, and that's exactly what's inside the box. And it's a little gag. It's not that funny, to be honest, but from here, what you do is you place the cards, maintaining the pressure, inside the box. And once you've pushed them down, you want to hold the deck like so. So you want to keep the pressure. You want to take the Jack, and you're just going to place the Jack. You want to place it probably 5 to 7 cards away from the gimmick, and it'll just sit there like so. Then you change hands, and depends what hand you are really, and all it is just giving it a little wave, and at the same time what you're doing is you're releasing the pressure. The other card jumps up on top or over the top of the other card, and the other one just falls back automatically. So just because of gravity, the other card just falls back down. So I'm going to do that one more time for you. So I'll grab the Jack out like this. And so you're in this position here. You place the cards inside the box, hold the pressure on the outside of the box, and you just place the Jack about 5 to 7 cards away from the gimmick. And then it's all just timing. Practice in the mirror, and all you do is once you wave over, you just practice your timing, and the other card just drops to the bottom. Other important part as well, before you pull out the card, you actually want to use the flap to help keep the gimmicked card down. Because of the elastic, sometimes when you go to pull this card out, you can see that it wants to pull the gimmick up as well. And so a little way to cover that and make that not happen is you just use the flap from the back and you just lift it right out like so, and you can give the card to the spectator, and it's instant reset from here. And so because that card that you put on top of the gimmick was already there, It's literally, as soon as you reveal that card and it changes, hand it out and you can start the trick all over again. It's instant reset, it's amazing. That's the color changing routine, and now we'll get into the rising card routine. So the rising card routine, it's exactly the same as the first routine that we just did. The only difference is you're not going to do the jack in the box. You're simply going to have the gimmick with the elastic facing towards your body, a card on top, and you rotate that around, and their selection is going to be inserted the exact same way as you did with the jack in the box routine. Everything is the same, and you just place it inside the box. Now there's two things you can do here. You can either hand this to the spectator to hold, and they can hold it like this and it'll slowly rise, or you can just do a little appearance, or you can just simply go boop, the card rises up, and that's all it is. It's very, very simple. Before I go, do me a massive favor, smash the like button if you enjoyed this, smash it even more if you enjoy my new studio, and I have to thank each and every single one of you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to continue making content and being able to do it somewhere where I just feel super comfortable. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Take care.